Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt. This is where excitement starts, or at least that's what it claims in the box. We have an ammunition review today, one of my favorite things to do. Our flavor of choice is 9mm 115 grain full metal jacket from Geco. This is their DTX line. I'm not sure what DTX means. But in full transparency, my buddy Robert K. donated funds for us to purchase this ammunition to test. Let's throw him on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. Since 9mm is one of my most tested calibers, I have the widest array of barrel lengths afforded to us for testing. We have barrel lengths from 3 inches all the way up to and including 16. After we've collected our velocity figures for those different barrel lengths, we're doing a basic function check along the way, although, I only bought 100 rounds of this, so this is just a very, minute snippet of reliability. We're going to check our practical accuracy at about 25 yards, and then we're going to send you on your merry way. Up first, we'll start with our shortest barrel length. This is our Springfield Hellcat. Got the Apex flat face trigger in here. I really love where the micro compact line of pistols has gone. I used to have a SIG P938, and that was a 7-round magazine. With our Hellcat, we've got 13 in a pinky extension magazine. The SIG P365 has got tons of capacity as well. I really appreciate that, because you never know when you need that many rounds. Better to have than have not. We are subsonic. Now on to everybody's got one. This is our Glock 19 Gen 4 MOS. It's got our Holosun 407C up top. Got the Apex flat face trigger kit in here as well from FN Specialties. Big thanks to them. Still subsonic with this particular load. Now onto our 4.5 inch. This is from PSA, or Palmetto State Armory. Someone correct me in the comments below. This is our dagger. This is pretty much a Gen 3 Glock 19 clone. The slide is a little bit different, and so is the frame. I have our M Carbo aluminum match or flat face trigger kit in here. So far, a very nice trigger. This does take Glock magazines. These are actually very economical if you're looking at picking up something for a first gun for someone and you don't have a lot of money. This particular one has the night sights on it. I think it was $350. The threaded barrel I think was another $100, but that's not really needed. So, $350 plus tax and shipping and a transfer fee out the door. Very economical for someone who just needs a first gun. And now onto a 6-inch barrel. This is new for 2022, 2023. This is the UTAS or UTASH UT9 Mini. Has a 6-inch barrel. Got a Yankee Hill single port QD muzzle brake up front that I drilled out for 9mm. Got a Sig Sauer Romeo 5 up top. We have the AIM Surplus flat face trigger in here. Going back and forth on whether I want to put a mil-spec trigger in here, because I have had a couple light primer strikes in this particular setup so far, and or the hammer hasn't been reset. It's kind of neat the way this is set up. It has like an AR-15 like charging handle on it. The bolt release, last round bolt hold open is way up front here. Very, very useless in my opinion of where it's at, unless you are, you know, right-handed and you can ride that on this side. As a left-handed person, it doesn't make much sense to me. And of course, it takes Glock magazines. See right there, it didn't reset. It did load. I can't hold that against the gun. And that's it. And I think part of the issue with this bolt hold open is it screws into the assembly, and if it's screwed down too tight, then it can't ride up. I don't really know why it's there. And now on to my favorite PDW, PCC, and 9mm. This is our CZ Scorpion Evo 3 S1 SBR. Got lots of HBI parts on here. I threw another Yankee Hill single port QD muzzle brake up there. Got an A3 tactical grenade vertical foregrip because this is an SBR. We have the R.A.N.G.E trigger in here still. I need to contact them and see if they have any new revisions of this trigger because the safety detents on this particular model, I got one of the first ones that came out, are not very solid. Finally getting supersonic there. Very, very nice. And finally our 16-inch, this is our ARV9 from Palmetto State Armory. It takes our CZ Scorpion Evo mags, got a SIG Romeo 5 up top, Radion ambidextrous charging handle, and some Battle Arms safety selectors. This has the PSA single stage 3.5 pound trigger in it. And yes, another Yankee Hill QD muzzle brake up front. I think the only thing I don't like so far on the ARV9 is our bolt release again. It's just this little tab here, and on this particular model, it is very hard to actuate even, you know, when you insert the loaded magazine in there. So I've just been defaulting to our charging handle, and there is no dust cover or brass deflector on the right side of the receiver. So because I'm left-handed, any extra blowback gases are directly just hitting me in the face. I probably should just stop being a lefty. Nice. We certainly have seen a hotter load in 115 grain loads, but I haven't seen that in a little while. Our Silver Bear and Brown Bear come to mind. Here is our Geco 115 grain full metal jacket at 25 yards using the 16-inch ARV9 with an 18 power first focal plane primary arm scope on there with all those zooms, Mr. Hootie Hoo. Very bright day, around 45 degrees. Our first group was our best at 0.567 inches. Then our second group was immediately after with a little bit of weight, but 1.017 inches. I had a flyer there a little bit, or it could just be a variance in our velocity there that caused that one to go a little bit higher. But that's very par for the course for 9mm. This is on the upper end of pretty good, and this is about average. I've never really seen anything worse than 1.5 inches with a full metal jacket bullet, only when we've shot those plated bullets before where we were getting huge groups at 25 yards. I'll take it. Well, folks, there you have it. Just another standard plinking 115 grain 9mm load. It would seem to me, based on all the data that we've collected over here on the range over the last few years, is that 9mm has been slowly dialed back in velocity based on what the original specifications call for. And pretty much if you want a warmer 9mm load, you're going to have to step up to a plus P loading or go to the 9mm NATO marked boxes of ammunition. And even then you have to be careful to check to make sure that those actually meet spec. If some of you remember some of my older silver or brown bear 9mm loads, those were the Russian steel case 9mm loads that were either brown lacquer coated or painted or coated with a silver coating. Those things were smoking at over 1,400 feet per second, I think, out of the 7.72-inch barrel. They'll put a card or something somewhere so we can check those out. With all that being said, it's time for me to get the heck out of here. But at the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible. Number one is my Patreon and Subscribe Star fans. I have a link tree in the description below. Various different ways to contact me or support me, or if you guys want an alternative location to consume my content, I am also on Rumble. So if you guys don't want to watch me here, but you still want to consume the content, Rumble is currently syncing my videos over to there. Number two is my buddy Robert K. Again, in full transparency, donated funds for us to purchase a couple of these boxes so that you all could have data on it. And of course, number three is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range. And remember, all kinds of toes to bar, ring muscle ups, and anything with pressing overhead over a few days makes your arms and shoulders sore, and it's going to be hard to do this. Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt. This is where excitement starts, or at least that's what it claims in this box here. Over here.